Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We took some well-deserved time off and now we are back for more interior design tips and tricks. Today we'll discuss the different options you can use to open a cabinet, besides, the typical handles. Handles, fixtures, hardware, you name it. If this is your first time here, we talk about interior design and decoration tips and ideas. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell next to it so you always know when there is a new video. So let's begin. I'm Patricia and this is the Designer 101. Cabinets. Whether it is for kitchen, storage, or nightstands, or mostly just for closets, they need to be able to open some way or another. And the easiest way there is that the market, offers is on pulling handles. Don't get me wrong, there are so many styles to choose from. Some are prettier than others, some more ornate or modern, or maybe minimalist. Believe me, there are options. So why the interest in finding another option? Let's say I got tired of the same looks, and since I'm prone for a more modern and minimalist look, I always want to look for an example, an entire kitchen completely plain with no additional objects on the cabinets. Very smooth. For starters, the most popular and possibly oldest option for a handle will be a knob. It is by far the most common and well-established option to open drawers nowadays. Knobs are a classical and traditional choice, and they can perfectly work for cabinets and doors as well. They can come in different shape options: round, square, triangular, oval, you name it. And also they can be available in many different materials: metal, wood, ceramic, plastic, or even glass. They are easy to install and replace since they are so widely used in the marketplace. This option can add a touch of style and decoration to your furniture. Now, as we have the classical knob, which sticks out of the furniture, we also have the opposite, the recessed handle, that are mostly flush with the furniture. They come in different materials as well, like this one over here. Very nice, and you don't even know it's there. One of its downside is that this type of handle can be a bit tricky to install or replace, since it's carved or built in directly onto the furniture. Having said that, this option can deliver a good aesthetic feel and also fulfill its purpose without much hassle, also because it uses less space once the drawer or door are open. It can avoid getting in the way or hitting other furniture through its manipulation. Next, we have the pull-in handle, and they are a good contemporary or modern option. They tend to be long and sleek. They often have in materials like metal, wood, or plastic, and vary in shape. They can be straight, U-shaped, cup-like, T-shape, concealed, curved, and so on and so on. But overall, this type of handle can provide a wide variety of styles to your furniture, and they are easy to install and replace since most of them can be installed on the front face of the drawers. I'm putting my favorite ones from Amazon in the description below, so you can always check it out after if you're interested in. And this is a side note, concealed pull handles are by far one of the most contemporary of all this moment. They can deliver great industrial and modern look with ease. An important fact is that it is preferred mostly for people who have a health condition like arthritis, because you can practically use the entire arm to pull instead of just the fingers. Now, this next one is not technically a handle, although it serves the same purpose. They are called grip handles, and they can be built into the furniture door or drawer, but also can be installed as a profile. They are usually built-in and carved out of the same materials. For instance, if you have a wooden door for a cabinet or a wooden drawer, the grip will be carved out of the wood to make it the shape profile of your preference. However, they can also be installed as a very thin layer of metal, plastic, or wood, like this one. Some profiles may include J-grip, U-grip, clean cut, flat grip, square grip, and so on. It can vary in size. For example, this one has the grip only in this area on top and this other throughout the entire drawer. You can always install a soft closing rail to just throw the drawer away and it will close beautifully. This option is versatile since you can locate the grip on top if it is a lower cabinet, or at the bottom if it is a kitchen's high cabinet, or even on the side for archives or closets if the sides allow it. The only downside with this option is that in most cases, it will have to be manufactured. It needs to be built this way. I guess you could hire a carpenter to adjust the doors, but it can be a considerable modification if you already have your drawers installed. For that same reason, here is another option that can work with what you already have, and it is the push to open mechanism. This option achieves elegant looks, no gaps needed, and of course, no handles whatsoever. This is the most minimalist option because it works with a hidden opening and closing system. Basically, you push the drawer or door and it opens or closes. You can secure the lock or latch with a magnet too. This option works for people who just want to see the furniture in the most simplified and minimalist way possible. So which one do you prefer? I guess it also depends on the practicality. For the older audience, they prefer a nice and trusty pole handle. Other people prefer to have the J-grip option since it can achieve great looks and not damage the furniture. So tell me in the comments, which team are you on? And this is it for today. If you like this video, hit the like button and remember to subscribe to the channel for more. If you're interested in more interior design ideas, I recommend watching this video over here about how to choose the right tone of wood. See you next time.